Okay, good morning, everyone. We are live on the internet. Uh, Welcome to the very first episode of Lionsworld's 老板 Hour, where every week we will be bringing to you live business insights from the 老板 himself. Since this is the very first episode, perhaps you're not familiar with who we are. My name is Tian Xiang. I am the host of this show. And next to me here is my boss, the 老板 of the show. Now, this week's topic, we will be talking about the recipe to a $1 million Nasi Lemak. Now, I know some of you are thinking, hey, these people sell it. Where got people sell Nasi Lemak $1 million? Before I do get into that, let me first talk about the giveaway of the show, because this is what will be happening later. Now, throughout the course of this session, we will be having some Q&A, some questions asked by us to yourself. And it's going to be some very simple questions, multiple choice, one-word answers. All you have to do is to comment down in the chat what your answer is, and you will be eligible to take part in our giveaway. The prize is basically $100, either in a Grab voucher, or if you're already part of my client, you can get a $100 rebate off my services. All you have to do, once again, is type in the chat your answer. Later on, when we ask the questions, you just answer. Okay? So, $1 million Nasi Lemak recipe, what is that about? It's, of course, we're not talking about selling Nasi Lemak for $1 million. No one's going to buy. But it's insight into how you can run your business in this very difficult COVID pandemic period. Because right now, in this very horrible economy, we understand that sometimes it's very difficult to find a good job. And because it's difficult to find this good job, some or most people end up or turning into setting up their own business. Now, setting up your own business, to all those people who are already in the chat, let's just ask the very first question. Remember, we will be asking multiple questions throughout this session, and as long as you answer to any of them, you will be eligible to the giveaway. But each question, please only answer once. Let me just ask you guys in the chat now, if you were to set up a business, what business would you set up? Okay. While you are answering, let me just pass the time over to my 老板, Mr. Dan.
Hi, everybody. The reason why we conduct this live stream is because in the past, we have been conducting such thing called business gathering and every month once. And so that we have a chance to communicate with every one of you. But the COVID-19 doesn't allow us to do any more gathering. So I meet you on the line. Now, during this COVID-19, you may not be able to walk with the head up like what you are, or cheerful than what you are. But that is not really that true. When I take Grabs, I walk on the evening walking sections. I meet many young men, I meet Grab riders, and very commonly I ask the riders or the drivers, why you choose to drive Grabs or become a rider? The usual question is, they just have to earn to survive. I ask them the next question is, why don't you do something yourself so that you can start your career, not just depend on driving Grabs or become the rider. Most of the time, all these young people, they tell me, do business not easy. I ask them what problem you face. They say, no capitals. don't know what to do. Now, I would like to share with you the basic of entrepreneurships. If you wish to be entrepreneurs, you must have some basic understanding. What is entrepreneurs? Entrepreneurs have a first basic is they don't wait for 1, 2, 3, then can start the 4. They will do from what they have. You have $1,000, let's see what can we do with $1,000. You have $10,000, let's see what can we do with the $10,000. You don't wait for millions. And you know how to cook, you use your skill of cooking. If you know how to do website, you do that as you're trying. Second basic of entrepreneurs is you must not mess up what they call interest in doing business. It is not the same. You don't because you like to drink, you open a pub. Don't because you like to eat, you open restaurant. You do to the best of what the consumer want and what you can do. Now, what can do with $1,000? What can do with $5,000? The third basic of entrepreneurs comes in very, very importantly. Please make sure you have your target clear. Doing business is only to make profit, not to have such thing called I want my face. I want to tell my friends what I'm doing and must be proud of. You do to make profit. Now, I share with you one simple things which I speak with young men who are riding on a bicycle delivering food. As he asked me, what do you think I can do? I said, how about selling Nasi Lemak? When he listened to Nasi Lemak this word, he was a shock. And he kept quiet and stared at me and don't know what to do. Yeah, it's not easy for you to tell your classmates, your friends, that you are selling Nasi Lemak. Looks low class. It's not easy to accept even by yourself that you're selling Nasi Lemak. But do we believe there is an easier way to become a millionaire? If you believe, please send us a yes. If you don't believe, send us a no. And we'll see what a small little survey, see how many people think selling Nasi Lemak can be a millionaire. This young man suddenly find a reason to reply me. I don't know how to cook. Is it difficult? Is it very difficult to cook a Nasi Lemak? Cooking rice? Adding some coconut oil there? Deep fried some fish? Create a chili sauce? Cut some cucumber? Then done your dish. That is so hard. Is that so? No, not difficult. if you have the will, 1 week's time, you may do the best Nasi Lemak in Singapore. But how to do big business with Nasi Lemak? Then you have to learn the great entrepreneurs in the world called consumer at heart. During this COVID-19, regardless what our leaders say, many people is in hard time. Even those who are not so hard, they will think it's hard. First of all, try not to don't have your consumer at heart. Recently, I went to a coffee shop. I saw one long queue noodle store. I was very surprised. Is that so good? So I queued up too. At the end of the day, I find out just because they're selling the noodle for $3. What is the cost of a bowl of noodle? Noodle, 5 fishbowl, 2 pieces of vegetable, so-called boiling water, some chili sauce. Oh, the cost can be most probably less than $1. I do an estimate. This noodle store do at least 500 bowl a day. With the gross margin of $2 per bowl, they earn $1,000 after deducting the store rental and the workforce. They may most probably earning about 500 per day. 1 month income is 15,000. And if they are really kind-hearted and believing in using the table cleaner, motivate them to become a willing entrepreneurs, they can open second store within 1 month. Because this month they earn $15,000, the money is enough for you to open a second store, but you don't have manpower to handle. But capitalize on all the old worker in the shop or in the old coffee shop. Give them a chance to be a boss. Share the profit with them. You will earn your next 15,000. This story can go on and duplicate very easily. And this same thing go to Nasi Lemak. In fact, when I say Nasi Lemak, you don't think that you only can do Nasi Lemak. You can even do anything. Curry chicken rice, laksa, whatever. But I would suggest you don't sell at $3. You sell at $2. Wow, very hard to earn money. I tell you, if one store you have can earn you $5,000 a month, 10 store, your income is $50,000 a month. If you are enterprising and really kind-hearted enough, very soon you will draw the minister pay by running 30, 40 stores. But don't think so big. Let's success your first store. And I'm very sure if you're selling $2, you'll queue like hell. Because don't underestimate the $1. All great entrepreneurs selling team at the unbelievable price. It's like even you don't pay anything when you're using Facebook, then there's Facebook. You don't pay anything to Google, then you use their search engine. The simple earning money trade is the basic life of people. But I talk to many youngsters about, because recently I conducted some interview with a fresh graduate. When I ask them to do, say, since you like to do F&B business, tell me what you want to do. Many of them tell me they want to open cafeteria. They want nice place. They want aircons. They want to start like Akun. They forgot Akun start from a coffee shop. So when you be able to duplicate your Nasi Lemak store, 100 of them, I tell you, you'll be a fantastic entrepreneur. And the same model can be duplicated to any country that you want to go. Who says selling Nasi Lemak cannot be an international company? Yes, there is. Provided you really full-hearted. You really help the poor. Let them have a chance to eat $2 for a meal. Of course, if you can very high economical skill of purchasing, central kitchen, and so on, or you can sell at $1.50. You still earn $1. Don't hope to slaughter your customer. Think that I cook fantastic chili sauce, I'm going to sell you $10. Yeah, you still can sell $10, of course. There's still some buyers. But end of the day, you only have less than $50 in company. I'm very sure if you can insist and kind hard enough to serve your customer, you will make a great millions. But why I don't sell Nasi Lemak? Because I'm 66 years old. It's too long a way for me to walk with my life number. The lifetime of mine is numbered. It's too late. Rewind me, make me 21 years old, I will start selling Nasi Lemak. However, never believe selling Nasi Lemak is easy. Making Nasi Lemak is easy. Making a bowl of prawn noodle is easy. But bear something in mind. You benefit the consumer, please make sure you do respect them. How to communicate with them, how to market your Nasi Lemak is becoming important. If you don't have money to open a store, I walk past a table outside one saloon. These old ladies put a table outside a saloon, must be, of course, with the consent of the owner shop, the saloon owner. selling his Nuhia Kueh, selling his Las Loma a bit here and there, cha bihun. One pack is about $3. Ask him, oh, your rental, Miss Musapri, is 50 cents, $50 per day. Why you have to sell so expensive? He said, no, like you cannot make money. Do your sum. Take my words. Some people tell me the young people nowadays is different from the old times of Singaporean. In my time, they are not hardworking, they are not enterprising, they always do business, cannot success. I do agree, 10 new businesses in Singapore, 9 fail. However, I tell them it is not the youngster nowadays are not capable than the old times of Singaporean. Environment change. Environment really changed for the youngster. My time, you become a hawker also, you can be rich. Now, you want to be doing hawker the old hawker way, is not going to be. The environment changed for them. When I start doing my business, I don't have competitors. Who is my competitors? All the apek, all the uncle. So anything I do, well, I don't face obstacles. I believe, I'm going to believe that once you start the $2-3 Las Loma, you will realize your next store also selling the Las Loma for $2-3. That is the environment now. But you should not frighten the competitions, because they will drop out. They have the different philosophy. They thought they actually can earn a lot from one store. If you look around yourself now, you can realize a lot of so-called hawker store, in fact, is franchising. It also means what I tell you today, go and sell Las Loma, is already in the market for some time. But only thing that you don't believe they are big business. They are. I know a few of them who are multi-millionaire. So, try it. Every week when I come here, I will share with you some of my life experience, because I think it's good to document my life experience before I say goodbye to the world. Now, I will prepare to answer some question that if you have, as I don't think that speak too long is good for you. Okay, now let's start the Q&A. Do I have?
While we're waiting for them to maybe post some questions, maybe I ask you a question myself, Mr. Tan. We've touched on a lot of different topics today. If you were to summarize everything into one main learning point, what would that learning point be?
There's no learning point today. Many youngsters, when they come, especially those fresh graduates, they come to my table for an interview. They always tell me, I ask them why you wanted to change job. They say, I want to learn. The common question I ask them, actually, what you want to learn? Today, you learn how to cook nasi lemak. Tomorrow, you learn how to cook curry chicken. Next day, you want to learn how to cook, how to chop chicken. Or today, you join a shipping company, learn shipping document. Next day, you join warehouse, learn warehousing. Another day, you join IT, learn how the IT website work. Is that you need to learn. In fact, most of the time, you need to learn is your own attitudes toward life. Attitude is something that you have to learn. Not knowledge. Learning knowledge is the most simple thing in life. Wow. Give you a chance. You also can be a doctor. But do you have a right attitude to be a doctor? So don't keep thinking about learning. Learn how to stand up yourselves. And really, if you want to get rich, don't try to think, wow, how Facebook success, I also want to be a Facebook. You should actually believe you can do from what you have. This thought and this attitude is crucial than anything. Don't try to believe and admire what people do. See, understand yourself, see what you have. So, if you think that doing business is difficult, I tell you, doing business is very simple. Have customer at heart.
So, Mr. Thomas asked, how do I get this business started?
Very simple. Buy a rice cooker, buy a deep fryer, go to your own kitchen, learn how to cook the rice, learn how to fry the fish, buy some simple instrument to cut cucumber, make some chili sauce, and if you want to run a store, there's many coffee shop have empty store. Don't try to say, I must have a place where have thousands of people. I tell you, you don't have to. Next week, I will touch on how are you, when you starting a store, how are you going to do marketing? Your difference between yourself and your next store owner is they don't do marketing, they wait for a customer to walk in, you do marketing. It's very, very simple. 1 week's time, you master the skill of producing nasi lemak. And then you see how much pocket money you have. Let's start. Don't keep thinking about, wow, I need this, I need that. Most of you think that you need an accountant. No, you don't need to. But if you don't start, you can always keep thinking how to start. And you will never start. Be the number one nasi lemak in the world. Not Singapore. Only. That Singapore is a place because near to you, you create the base of 100 store. Every day this store surprising you cash for you to start internationally. You will have a non-stop venture capitalist of yourself. Every day pour in money into your venture. So start. Don't think so much. Do I have another question to go?
Yes. So, Miss Serena asks, how do you let people know that your nasi lemak actually only $2?
I will cover that in next week. How to communicate your company to the public. It's not expensive, but don't think so expensive. It's not expensive to communicate yourselves, your company. I tell you, I really disappointed to see some young men come and tell me they are digital marketing planner. And I asked them, you success? Did you success on your own? They don't. But they ask you to pay them money to get to Facebook and so on, but they themselves cannot market themselves. Marketing is not so complicated. I'll give you some simple tips on marketing. Next week, we'll discuss the issue.
Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Tan.
No, okay, no. So I should call it a day, which I think that too long is no good. Okay, so I wish all of you the best. But I just heard someone showed me a sign to say, now please subscribe us so that when we are online again, you will be alert.
Yes, so please do like, comment, and subscribe this video so that you can receive notifications for next week's.
Oh, there's one more word. You have to share.
Yes, we also have to share the video. Before we end the video, however, I do want to bring everyone's attention back to the giveaway that we were originally discussing. Now, I've just received from my staff that Mr. Lawrence, you have won the $100 Grab voucher that we were giving away. So, Mr. Lawrence, if you could, my staff will post how you can contact us in the chat. Please do contact us. We will ask you to verify your identity. It will be very quick, and then you can get the $100 gift voucher. Either way, thank you so very much for tuning in to this week's Laoban Hour. I hope to see all of you next week. And as always, please remember to take care and in this COVID pandemic period. Thank you so much.